Tottenham Hotspur have spent £185 million on revamping their midfield. Could they about to go one better? Could they be about to spend £250 million on completing the midfield trio? We are strongly linked with Morgan Gibbs-White at the moment, as are other teams. We will get into it, guys, but before I do, please do me a favour, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you know when all of my content is about to drop. So, rumours are rife currently that Spurs are back in for Morgan Gibbs-White. It feels like he could be about to move, but will it be Spurs or will it be someone else in the Premier League? Newcastle United, they're looking for midfielders. Aston Villa, of course, have just sold Morgan Rogers to Chelsea for £117 million. Could Morgan Gibbs-White be a replacement for him at Aston Villa? We will get into it. It does feel like Morgan Gibbs-White could be on the move, though, this summer. And surely, after Spurs had the heartbreak of missing out on him last season, after everything was agreed, surely Spurs would be back in for him again this year. We will see. The rumours have been dead all summer until this weekend when it is finally woken up. Will Morgan Gibbs-White end up at Spurs or will he end up somewhere else? We will have to wait and see. Of course, it all started when he changed his agent. He is now with Ruth, the same agency as Mohamed Kudus. Again, they have many players, and I'm sure it's just coincidence, but Mohamed Kudus is on Ruth's books as well. Maybe that will help out in a Morgan Gibbs-White deal. And then, of course, we had this come in. His girlfriend, maybe, stirring the pot. She put this on her Instagram about moving and how stressful it is. And again, the fans going absolutely nuts. Morgan Gibbs-White is on his way to Spurs. He's on his way to London. Well, maybe he is. But we will see. Arsenal, of course, miss out on Morgan Rogers. Maybe Morgan Gibbs-White is on his way to Arsenal. Guys, we will have to wait and see. But I think he is definitely on the move this summer. And I would love it to be Spurs. I really would. And of course, we've got the Bergvall thing as well. Yeah, Nottingham Forest strongly linked with Bergvall. They've already had one bid rejected. Maybe the Bergvall, Morgan Gibbs-White, maybe we can do a bit of a swap deal there. Something must be about to happen, surely. And then we had this come out this morning on Twitter. How true it is, I don't know. But coming from the Tottenham Times, it says Tottenham have asked for the conditions to sign Morgan Gibbs-White from Nottingham Forest. So it feels like, guys, Tottenham are back in for Morgan Gibbs-White. Where does he fit in our midfield if that's the case? If he comes, I would imagine he's going to cost in the region of 70 million. You would think, right, for that kind of player. Maybe we do a swap, maybe 20 million plus Bergvall will get us over the line with Morgan Gibbs-White. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. What kind of price would we be paying for Morgan Gibbs-White if Spurs were interested? And where would he fit in? Where would he fit in the side? Are we looking at midfield three of Fernandes, Tonali and Gibbs-White? Would that be our midfield three? Or would you be looking at Maddison playing 10, maybe Morgan Gibbs-White off the left, maybe Maddison off the left? I don't know. It's a difficult situation, but it's a good situation to have, right? If we brought a player like that in, the options it would give us would be absolutely amazing. Of course, we got Xavi to come back from injury as well. We got Kulu. We're not sure what's happening with him. I got to be honest. I love Morgan Gibbs-White, but the more I think about it, the more I think, where's he going to fit in? We have so many players, of course. There's a lot of question marks on all of them, and that's the problem. Question marks on Maddison. Will he come back better, bigger and stronger? I think he will, but after a massive layoff, after a big injury, is he going to break down again? Are we going to get the best out of Maddison? Kulu, we just don't know. Is he ever going to play again at this level? Again, it's a wait and see. And Xavi Simons is out until after Christmas anyway. So maybe we've got all those players that are creative, but we don't know whether any of them are actually going to be fit enough or good enough to play the season. Maybe this is why we're looking at Morgan Gibbs-White. Guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Would Morgan Gibbs-White be a good signing for Spurs? Is it one you're willing to take a risk on? I would love Morgan Gibbs-White at Tottenham. Let's see what happens, guys. And of course, like I say, with Bergvall being strongly linked to Forest, maybe, just maybe we can do a bit of a deal there. I will leave it there, guys. Let me know what you think about Morgan Gibbs-White and whether you think this is a goer or whether you think it's all just rumours. I definitely think he leaves Nottingham Forest this summer. I'm just not sure whether it's going to be the Spurs or Villa. I think they're the two clubs that will be in for him. We will see what happens. Guys, drop a comment, smash a like, hit the subscribe if you're new. Have a great day. And as always, come on, you Spurs.